Salve, salve, turma do barulho, sejam bem-vindos a mais um vídeo de Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. E vambora, cara, eu ia fazer mais missão secundária, mas o jogo me apressou quando eu dormi. O Henry acordou e ele falou, pô, eu preciso ir lá, né, naquela reunião. Eu falei, tá porra, preciso fazer o bagulho rápido. Aí, vamos fazer isso daí, mano. Vamos falar com o
I'm going to see the Mint Master. May I enter?
Any fool could say that. What do you want from him?
I have an appointment with him.
All right. Go ahead then.
Oi,
But
esqueci
don't
de tomar
waste too
banho,
much of his
mano.
time.
Esqueci de tomar banho, o Henry tá todo fudido, sujo. Vamos lá falar que vai... Cadê ele? Ah, tá aqui. Salve.
Glad to see you again.
You have the gall to show me your face again? I'll call the guards.
Hold your horses. I'll come in peace. Actually, I have a little offer for you.
You've come to blackmail me again?
Uh-huh.
Call it what you like. I need to get into the City Council Assembly. And I reckon you can help me.
The assembly? The one King Sigismund is supposed to attend in person?
Sigismund's just a usurper. Wenceslas is the only true Bohemian king.
Singing Ruthard's song, eh? I might have known. Speak then. What do you want? And tell the truth.
Ô, louco, perdi reputação, mano. Ah, mas se bem que com ele eu quero que se foda, né? Não é da sua
That's
conta.
none of your concern.
Oh, really? Then about face and go back where you came from.
Have you forgotten I have you over a barrel? If you want to keep your position and your head on your shoulders, you better shape up.
All right, all right. Maybe we can make a deal. If I get you into the council, you'll behave appropriately and you won't betray yourself, or especially me. And that will be the end of our business together.
That's nice now.
I must have misheard you. Our business will be over when I say it is, not before. So pull your head out your ass and see to getting me into that assembly.
All right, Jesus. No need to lose your temper. You can get into the council assembly relatively easily. My cook's son will be serving there. He's roughly around your age. Maybe he can be persuaded to let you stand in for him. Although, not everyone would want to give up an opportunity to serve the King of Hungary.
Who's this boy?
Franta's his name. Franta Cooldown. He's an idler and a boozer, but he's proved
Tá bom,
his
irmão,
which
vai direto ao
reminds
ponto aí,
me.
cara, pelo amor de
You'll
Deus.
need his letter, otherwise you won't be let in.
Tá, legal. O que eu
What will I
preciso?
need to work as a waiter there?
Fast feet and good manners. And the livery of a royal waiter.
Porra, eu vou
Excuse
virar
me?
garçom
Do you
agora,
think you
velho.
can serve the king in a torn shirt and muddy hose?
Well, no. But I never heard about any livery before.
Our usual waiter had a brand new livery made specially for meeting the king. Don't he?
Where can I find the cook's boy?
He's supposed to pick up his new clothes at the market today from Master Tailor Schneider. You'll almost certainly run into him there. That is, if he's up and about after his boozing bout. I swear that fellow practically
Galinha de
lives at that
estanho.
tin hen.
At the what?
That German alehouse, the Iron Eagle. That is
What would work on him? How can I persuade him to give me his job?
Would you like me to give you a letter for him? I told you how to get to the...
I'll be going then.
Just make sure we both...
Se liguei, irmão, senão você vai conhecer a espada que eu fiz do meu pai, mano.
After all that rain, they must have been growing like...
Tá, obtenho o certificado de não sei o que lá e obtenho não sei o que lá, que não deu tempo de ler. Cadê? Deixa eu me limpar aqui, que eu tô sujo de sangue. Tá, alfaiate e... esqueci. Obtenha roupas de garçom do rei Obtenha certificado de garçom do rei. Tá, merda. Como é que eu vou saber qual que é a roupa de garçom do rei, velho? Aí, irmão. O cavalo é fogo, viu? Cadê a criança, mano? Vou falar com ele.
God be with you.
Ele deve ser aquele C, né?
We're now open. Good morning.
Greetings. What do you want?
You must be Franta Cooldown.
I am.
I'm Henry. I heard you're supposed to serve at the City Council Assembly.
I am. What's it to you?
Supposing I took the job on for you. You can put your feet up, fill your belly, and I'll do all the work for you.
Look here. It's not like I'm all that keen on it, but it's well paid. Apart from that, it's a bit of a pain in the arse. Them councillors stuffing their faces and guzzling wine, while I run around like a bugger with pictures so they don't run dry. Why would you want to stick your nose in there?
I just have to get in there, understand? I have an important message for the king about a plot against him.
But why would you want to get to him as a waiter?
But it could be that someone from the council is mixed up in it, so I have to be incognito. See?
I see. All right, then. To begin with, you'll need confirmation that you've worked as a waiter at the council and you're capable of serving even His Majesty. Look here. Do you have any idea what's expected of you? Can you tell different wines apart and that?
Não.
Well, to tell the truth.
Mas eu fiz a
You're
missão
off to
do
a
vinho
great
lá, pô. Eu
start.
li todos os
But
vinhos
whatever.
lá.
If you make a mess of it and the king has you whipped, you've no one to blame but yourself. Show the confirmation to the head butler. Tell him I sent you and think up some good excuse. Clear?
That makes sense.
And you'll need a waiter's livery. I had a brand new one made. I didn't get round to picking it up, so go and see Schneider in the market.
Thanks. I won't disgrace you, I promise.
You better not.
Iron wares.
Não, vai dar certo, irmão. Vai dar certo, cara.
God be with you, neighbor.
Schneider. O que é Schneider? É você?
I wish you a pleasant...
I hear one.
Aye, the finest. But it was worth it. With clothes like that...
As it happens, Franta asked me to pick up. He gave me a certificate.
I was hoping he'd try them on one last time.
Legal. Apresente-se para o serviço.
Linen right there. Come and buy the finest
From the finest leather. Keep on whistling like that fun.
Foi mal. Calma aí. Que a gente precisa criar uma nova roupinha aqui. Eu vou colocar no lugar de qual roupa, mano? Dessa aqui, né? Deixa eu guardar isso daqui. Vamos pôr isso daqui. Esse daqui. Tira o gibão, né? Calças de garçom, legal. Mas minha bota tá suja, cara. Então, tudo bem. Acho que eu vou ter que tirar... Tira isso daqui. Tira esse daqui. Tira esse daqui. Fica só com a roupa do coisa, né? Pra não levantar suspeitas. E o óculos, né, pô? Porque o óculos faz aquele... traz aquele charme final. Põe isso aqui no meu cavalo. Isso aí tem... Ah, isso é o item da mina, não é verdade? Pô, eu nem li. Vou ler. Tem que ler isso aí. Certificado de garçom. Pipipi, popopó. Vamos ver se tem mais. Tá, porra. Ouviram o carro passando, mano? Tá, deixa eu pegar a bebida da raposa forte aqui. Põe aqui em primeiro. Que vai ser importante. E uma de dedusagens também põe aqui. Legal. Tá. Agora... Calma que eu vou lavar minha roupa. Vou lavar minha bota, né? Será que... Acho que eu vou tomar um banho antes de ir, na verdade. Senão eu vou tomar um esporro. Lavar roupas. Mano. Eu ia lavar tudo, mas não precisa lavar tudo, não, vai. Só que tá sujo. Tomar banho ali na casa de banhos que a gente construiu. Que aí não preciso pagar, né?
I ought to go and see Rosa. She'll be expecting me. And I mustn't forget about the city council.
Não, relaxa. Relaxa que você vai ver a rua. Ué, tá fechado. Puta que pariu. Será que eu tenho que ver a Rosa antes de ir pro conselho municipal? Não, né? Depois eu vou lá ver a Rosa. O nosso diário não fala quanto tempo eu tenho, né? Oh, mas eu vou ter que deixar ela esperando, infelizmente, aí, velho.
You silly doggy.
Bom, eu lavei minhas roupas, eu tô limpo. E passar um perfume, mas não precisa também, né? Enche demais.
Whoa! Come closer! Take a look at him! This scoundrel and his equally wicked brother decided to steal from the house of God!
Salve.
Franta Cooldown sent me. I'm to stand in for him at the council assembly.
Franta's not coming? What's wrong with him?
The parishioners can be glad that the brothers tried to sell their... a certain peddler, an honest man. He told the bailiff and let...
He got poisoned. Probably from food. He's writhing in agony. By turns praying and cursing, spewing from both ends.
Oh, that's enough. All right. At least you're here.
We can't be without a waiter here, when the king himself will need waiting on. So, let's have a look at you.
Have you got Franta's certificate?
Sure. Here is.
Everything's in order. Now, about your livery. You've got a waiter's cap, a tunic you have. Hose are good. It's a good thing you've got no steel on you. You need to be light on your feet to run around tables. Everything as it should be. Glad to see it, lad. Do you know what your duties are? For an inexperienced greenhorn like you, it'll be a great responsibility.
Não, relaxa que a mãe dá conta, mano. Não, mas se quiser me
Well,
falar...
I'll happily listen to any advice. I wouldn't want to foul things up.
I should certainly hope not. Now listen. A good waiter should stand in a corner, look willing and ready, and not get in anyone's way. In short, behave as if you're not there. But when one of the gentlemen calls for wine, you run and pour it for him on the double. You'll find the pitchers on a table by the door to the chapel. You take one and go to their table and pour for them. White Tokai or red monastery wine?
Vinho branco
White
ou
or
tinto
red,
do
by the
monastério.
door to the chapel. Got it.
But for Councillor Adam of Zarzhitz, you must not pour at all. When he drinks, he disrupts and makes trouble. So the assembly has to be interrupted, or otherwise it never reaches an end. We can't allow that to happen in the presence of the king.
Puta que
Alright.
pariu, mano, já esqueci.
Sir Adam of Zarzhit stays dry.
And if the king himself wants wine, you pour for him with lowered eyes. Don't look at him. And the most important thing?
To stay in the background and keep quiet until someone asks me something.
Correct. The councillors have a lot to discuss, and they certainly don't need any interruptions. And in general, a good waiter has to be invisible, blind, and deaf.
Oh? I thought I had to keep my ears pricked.
Well, yes, but only to what anyone wants from you. No excuses, and provide everything that anyone wants from you. Understood?
What if I make a mess of something, though?
Then I'll see to it that you won't get a job
Ô, louco!
even. But I'm sure that's not going to happen.
I know everything I need to. I can do it.
Excellent. Put away your things here. It's easier to serve with a lighter load. You can wait in the cubbyhole for the servants.
Conselho Municipal de Gutenberg, manhã. Porra, dava tempo de ver a Rosa, mano. Servindo vinho, pedidos. O cliente vai pedir vinho branco de tocage ou tinto do monastério, chamando você e erguendo a mão. Se tiver alguma dúvida, você pode pedir para repetir o pedido. Servir vinho. Na mesa do canto do cômodo, você encontrará 2 jarras de vinho. Pegue a que um dos clientes pediu e caminhe até a mesa com ela. O diálogo ativará a opção de servir vinho para ele. Ih, meu coisa chegou, mano. Peraí. Gente, esqueci de voltar, mano.
King can arrive at any moment.
Qual que o cara quer
I
mesmo?
apologize, sir.
What? We're sitting
quickly.
atop the biggest silver heap in the kingdom, and we're supposed to defend it with brooms?
You're right, Eldris. But where can we get the coin for better equipment?
You can always confiscate
Sir?
the property of the king's enemies. Nicht wahr?
We are more than familiar with the jämmerlich state of our armory. And the king is surely aware of it as well. Maybe if he waived some of the taxes.
The king fears that this town will rise against him. He'll take the arming of the city's militia as a preparation for war.
So you suggest we just wait with arms crossed for the Raubritter to wreak havoc all around?
We can always ask the king to bring
Vai
order
platinar?
to the
Não
realm
sei,
with
mano,
his
acho que não.
army.
But then the Dörfler will rise up.
I'm afraid I see
Carai.
no solution of the current situation.
Pelo menos não
We
agora
shall
de
wait
primeira.
and see what His Majesty thinks about the matter. Maybe we can change his mind. Vielleicht?
I'd like to report to the Honourable Council on the cleanliness of the city and the state of the public
I'd like
baths.
some monastery wine. Refill my cup, boy.
O Adam, não posso, mano.
but I'm not allowed.
This is unbelievable.
So, the cleanliness of the city is not what it should be. The current baths in the city fall far short of covering all the citizens' needs.
You're right. We do have the new baths in Hopbrink, and Adam's
Everything all
old
right?
ones. But I hear the Hopbrink baths are more of a pigsty.
Closer.
They still are a bit, but the quality went downhill at Adams, too.
What?
I need something from you. There is an item in my study that I confiscated from a female thief. She thought she could wriggle out of it by telling me who the item belongs to.
And what is it?
A silver goblet. She sneaked into Sir Ulrich's house and stole it. No one's noticed the theft yet. But if Ulrich finds out, he'll turn the city upside down to find the culprit. Go and get it. And don't you make a mess there, understand?
Where can I find this goblet?
Use your eyes and come right.
And
Meu Deus,
citizens' health
leve.
should not be underestimated.
Nor overestimated. If someone needs to walk,
Patinei no fim de
there's a
semana.
river just a few
Agora estou
steps
jogando
from
Modern
the
Warfare
city
fazendo a
wall.
taça habilitada. Legal, mano.
Certainly.
Demorou muito pra...
And they can get leeches there for free as well.
And while he's there, a man can
Pra
shave
platinar?
and take a
Puta que
you know
pariu.
what.
So what? Going to the baths is neither a civic duty nor a right.
Have you forgotten the Black Death?
É isso
A
daqui?
great many people died needlessly.
Are you questioning
Nice.
God's plan?
Whose silver might
Has
this be?
nothing to do with the baths, unless the Lord wishes to punish the wickedness that's going on in there.
So, did you find it?
I did, Master Bailiff.
Dá um trabalho, mas é de boa.
Not so loud.
Legal. E eu
Show it
gosto
here.
daqui.
That's it. And now go back to your job.
Not at all. If you'd finally admit that it's a trifle, we wouldn't have to keep coming back to it.
A trifle? Do you ever walk the streets here? Sewage, rats, slop, and rubbish. The least we can do for the citizens is to provide them with a place to wash up.
What nonsense! Next, you'll want me to serve wine to everyone for free, too.
Why not? In Jerome Nas's earthly paradise, everything would be free.
Don't put words in my mouth.
Gentlemen, let's agree to disagree. What if the king heard us?
I got word that Rutard has pulled off another deed.
That's nothing unusual. That old weasel will never accept that the city isn't run his way, at least until His Majesty honors us with his visit. And as we
Vou levar
know,
sopinha aqui, gente,
Gunslin
enquanto
absolutely hates him.
né?
He can
Enquanto a
hate
galera
all he
conversa.
wants, as long as he does no damage.
Hey, waiter!
Ulrich,
pour me some
what have you got to
monastery
say
wine.
about it?
Me? Well, I'm not sure what you're implying.
I'm speaking about the Rutard incident. You were there, weren't you?
Oh, that. Just a small misunderstanding. We've sorted it out and everything's settled.
Well, thank
My
the Lord.
ears must be deceiving me. Are you defending Rutard? Besides, if his men attacked yours, as I've heard, then we have a good reason to punish him.
What happened there? Leave nothing out.
I don't like
falando.
Rutard, true, but
Pour me red
in this
wine.
case it really was nothing.
Everyone in the city gossiped about it. I heard there were several dead.
Did you? That's grossly exaggerated. I don't think Rutard will cause any trouble. He is sensible enough not
you,
to draw
waiter.
attention to himself while the king is here.
That's true. Because if we don't do something about him,
Ninguém
the
gosta
king
de
himself
branco.
will put an end to him, and soon.
Unless he puts an end to us first. God knows what he wants to tell us.
If nothing happened, there's no point in dwelling on it. Let's move on.
I'm sorry, Andreas, but I
Hey,
wouldn't
waiter.
brush it off so quickly.
Pour me some monastery
Why do I have
wine.
the feeling you're not telling us the whole truth, Ulrich?
Are you accusing me of lying?
Those are strong words, my friend. Nobody said anything like that, did they?
Then why doesn't he tell us what really happened?
I'm not keeping anything
Well,
from
thank the
you,
Lord.
but there's little truth to the rumors circulating around the town. Yes,
eu tô com fome,
Rutard
velho.
and I had a little
Nossa, eu tenho nada comigo. Tô com
disagreement,
fome.
but we ended it quickly because his daughter wanted to get involved. I didn't want to expose the girl to any unpleasant sights.
So Rutard is hiding behind his own daughter's skirts.
As if it wasn't enough that he sent his son to die defending the city.
All right. If we really don't have anything new to say, let's turn the page.
Things have got out of order in the town. Some adventurers decided to take the law into their own hands and restore the tradition of duels. It's not only barbaric, but also illegal. I
Oh,
could
louco,
understand it with
fiz
mercenaries,
isso.
students, and other scum of all kinds, but city councillors?
Be
Hey,
specific.
boy, a full cup of monastery
Are you
wine.
blaming one of us?
Ah, and look who spoke first.
First of all, it
Fica
wasn't
de
a
boa aí, hein,
duel.
babaca.
It was supposed to be an honorable combat. And I didn't even take part in it.
And that's the only reason you're still here on the
Vanish,
council and
hear me?
not in the pillory.
If you want to blame somebody, you should point the finger at the youngster here who's...
Excuse me?
Ah, never mind.
I suspect the gentleman from the city sword fighting school brought this custom to us. It's now run by the German Menhard. Who knows who that fellow is?
Everything in order?
Don't be
Not quite.
ridiculous,
But I think you might be able to
Cara,
help me.
ai,
Come here.
in a fight yourself.
Look out!
As to accuse...
What can I help you with, sir?
I left my gloves in the chapel. I took them off to pray, but then I rushed here and forgot to take them. I can't just get up and walk out now. But if you disappear for a little while...
There are more pressing matters to deal with.
All right. I'll get them.
I knew I could count on you. While you're at it, count how many figures on the mural have wings.
But why?
Because I'm bored. And because I...
When's the last time I ate something?
So what if they have one more reason?
My words exactly. The town council is squabbling constantly at
That
the
was
Emperor
easy enough.
Charles,
And he wanted me
no
to
one is
count the
left
winged
unscathed.
figures.
Dois.
You, a councillor, let people throw dirt on our work?
Dois.
If I threw out everyone who complains over a beer, I'd soon be out of customers.
Ah, to hell with it. We'll never get it.
So, let's...
I found your gloves, sir.
Really? And did you count them?
I counted 24, sir.
And you counted correct. So you can have a bit of fun in the evening too, eh?
There's the eternal
Oh,
dispute over the
pra mim deu
cathedral. The building of the church is dragging on, and in the meantime, they are calling diocesan pilgrimages to settle
Caguei,
it.
mano, eu nem contei,
Right under
velho.
our noses. It's just a village with a monastery, and they are going to mock a royal mining city. Why can't we build faster? Hire more craftsmen,
I'll have
start
a
with
cup of
bagpipes.
white. Haven't you noticed there's a war going on?
Branco.
Are the experts from far off supposed to work in a city under siege?
Besides, I get the feeling there's something other than the welfare of the city behind your complaints.
Oh, you do? Do you?
You, lad!
And what would that be?
Familiar to
Like, for instance, have we met? You'd like to have your altar there?
So what if I
naturally.
Hold your
I go
horses,
to your
gentlemen.
tavern almost every day.
That space in the side nave is mine.
Then you
Then
must have
everything is
decent
over, my
wages
friend.
to be able to
Your
visit the
place
best
is at
tavern in
least 2
town
steps
regularly.
behind mine.
A swordsmith dares to insult me? Ha! I think not.
Excuse me? You wanted to buy yourself an altar in the cathedral, just like you bought yourself a seat in this council.
How dare you? I acquired my seat for the services our guild provided and still provides to the crown.
Well, I
Waiter,
hope you're not supplying
pour me
equipment
red
to the
wine.
army. If that's all they have, they would be defeated by that bunch of ne'er-do-wells from the alehouse on Obrig.
What ne'er-do-wells?
Those wrestlers of theirs, of course.
Cadê ele?
People from the whole town go
Waiter,
to watch them brawl.
I wanted monastery wine.
This is news to me.
Because it has
Sir?
all been sorted out. Not long ago, the guards
It's
raided
you?
and threw them all out.
I see you've come up in the world. From a bathhouse boy to a waiter. You'll go a long way.
I might make councillor one day.
You're a merry soul, lad.
Cara, falaram pra eu
I
não
like
chamar
that.
atenção, né, mano? E eu tô aqui chamando atenção pra caralho.
I'm telling you, something is being planned.
Oh, I doubt it. No one's going to tackle Routard.
Cadê o barbudinho ruivo, mano?
Azonal Juchek Össe, Allegiop Katonaikat, Stelkinek Utra.
Oh my god.
You have nothing to fear. Not you.
Nossa, eu acho que ele vai dar um esporro fudido.
Like this band of fights!
Naquele momento, na fortaleza de Rabosh... Ué? Vou jogar com o padre de novo? Ah, mano. Eu devia ter falado com a Rosa antes, então. Não sabia.
Come now, Father. Put a little life into your dying. See more cheerful priests at funerals.
I'd rather be at one than here. I hoped I'd never see this fortress again in my life.
Unpleasant memories?
You have no idea. I didn't part ways with my father on entirely good terms. 20 years ago.
And now you're 2 decades older and wiser. At your Ujit's parish, you spread the word of God to your flock, and you saved my neck and Henry's too. I'd say your father should be proud of you.
None of that matters a damn to him.
Who knows? Maybe that 20 years has changed a thing or two.
You know what? Let's drop the subject. Do you know any of the guests here?
Most of them I'm seeing for the first time in my life. It's a pretty varied company. We've had bandits, nobles, burghers, a priest, and even a rabbi coming together here. It's like the start of some joke.
Wait a moment. Rabbi, you say? The Gutenberg rabbi?
Yeah. He came with a retinue. But for now, they keep it mostly to themselves. Maybe you should go and welcome some of them. After all, this used to be your home. And you're a spiritual man too, so you should have something in common.
I wouldn't be too sure. But I suppose I can try. Who's that French fellow you brought here from Malashov?
The great Baron Brabant. Been everywhere, knows everything, and has the keys to half the kingdom. He's got more fairy tales than my old nanny.
Can he be trusted?
He's a blabbermouth, but a harmless one. Besides, he defended Gutenberg, and you know how that went. If he were on Sigismund's side, he'd hardly have been locked up with me.
How does it feel to breathe free air again?
What can I say? You can never truly appreciate freedom until someone locks you up for a while.
Or until you become a priest.
No fear of that in my case. I intend to enjoy life to the full. Wine, women, and song.
What do you plan to do now you're a free man again?
What do you think? Get drunk, woo one of the local wenches, and wake up in the morning with no hose and a head like a church bell.
Have you perchance forgotten we're supposed to be deciding the future of the kingdom here?
I'll leave that to the older and wiser. And duller.
Dear me. I'd rather creep off into some corner with a full wineskin. But I suppose I'll have to introduce myself to the rest of the guests, eh?
Indeed you should. After all, you are one of the lords of Rabosh.
Oh, don't start with that. I'd like to steer clear of the old man as long as I can.
In that case, you should sound out Radzig and Hanush and find out what they're actually planning.
Legal, encontre Brabante, conheça Rabino e se encontram. Olha o Gisca aí, mano. Deixa eu falar com o Gisca. Gente, por que eu acho que eles vão invadir aqui? Acho que não dá pra falar com ele, né, mano? Nossa, eu tenho muita impressão que eles vão invadir aqui, cara.
Such rare guests. One wouldn't expect to find among Christians representatives of your community. I'm Godwin. My greetings to you.
Peace be with you. Neither would one expect a priest here. And yet...
How do you know I'm a priest?
It's not difficult to tell. After all, we have much in common. And we are both a little on unfamiliar ground here. I'm Yehuda, leader of the rabbinical court in the sacred community of Gutenberg. And this is Samuel, my aide.
Who would rather not be here at all? Why did we have to come here, Sadie? Can you not see everyone is staring at us?
Because we all need to help each other in this time of need. And why would they not stare when you are frowning so?
Are you here to arrange some trade?
We have more serious matters to attend to here. The situation in the town, and you have men and weapons.
Why are you telling this to a Koimer? You wanted to deliver what we brought to the Margrave?
Everything in good time, Samuel. We have just...
Did you come to lend money to the lords?
Not to lend, but to give. Help given to the needy is repaid only by God.
You don't even know if you can trust them. With that money, we could have paid mercy.
You remind me of my young friend Henry. He's a bit of a hot...
Henry? That messenger of Radzik Copula?
You know each other. You're both around the same age.
That would be him. We did not get off to a...
Or maybe you'll get to know each other better. He should be coming here later, by the way. For a young stripling, he's been through plenty. It's not so long since his parents were killed in Skalitz. He was supposed to become a blacksmith, and instead, he's roaming the world, risking his...
Wait, a blacksmith, you say? From Skalitz?
Aye, that's right.
I knew of someone. A blacksmith by the name of Martin.
My daughter knew him most, and that is why Samuel is in this world. For our numerous sins.
Maybe he was my father, but he certainly didn't act like one. Ma raised me on her own.
And that was all for the best.
Why?
Ele é meu irmão,
He should have taken
mano.
care of me, but instead he fathered another bastard.
Don't make hasty judgments. As far as I know, Martin didn't have any other children. At least, none of his own. He took in Henry and raised him as his own, on the orders of the Lord of Skalitz, Sir Radzik Kobila, Henry's real father.
I don't care if he took care of 20 other mamsas.
That boy's blood father denied him, just like yours did to you.
A person can't choose their parents. And Henry only found out about it recently.
Enough. I'd rather have a drink. Will you have one too, Zayde?
For that...
Good health.
Agora ninguém ia beber tudo.
L'chaim.
Legal, falei com o Rabino. Vamos falar com o...
But how do you expect to reconcile their approach? Warring and diplomacy make for glad you finally accepted the invitation.
O Braban.
Good health to you, sir. I'm Godwin. A friend of that lad you arrived with, Henry. We...
Baron Vauquelin Brabant, Chevalier d'Arezzo. I am a warrior, a traveler, a strategist, and also, à ma manière, a poet.
My word. Isn't...
Mais non! And I'm glad...
I beg your pardon.
But you're sick-alive, no? Is it not innocent? The friend of my friend is also my friend, and you say a likable boy, although he...
How did you end up imprisoned in Malashov?
Ah, c'est une histoire compliquée. It was after I heroically led the defense of Gothenburg, and only lost it narrowly by an unfortunate turn of events.
That needs some explanation. What unfortunate turn of events?
Oh, misère. It is clear you have never been...
You're quite mistaken.
Ah, this Bohemia is a strange land. I have seen farmhands, children, and even women fighting. But the clergy? Saint-May, do tell me about it. No doubt you fought on the...
My last big battle was in Kosovo.
I've heard of this battle.
Aye. And it was there I decided it was nothing for me. So I settled down in the presbytery.
Then, what are you doing here at a meeting?
The Lord moves in mysterious ways. You say you're a poet? How about a verse or two to amuse us?
Jamais. Is poetry nothing but a fuss to you? Is a poet a gesture for amusement? I think not. To recite, I require the proper mood. And besides, few here would understand me.
Ô, louco.
Where have you been on your travels? Have you seen the ocean?
But of course! I was born by the sea. If you are interested in my greatest journeys, then I have traveled with a merchant caravan all the way to the Ottoman Empire. And if you are interested in my greatest deed, then that was perhaps saving the life of the King of France.
And you wouldn't by any chance know the Pope, personally?
Which one do you mean? I spoke briefly with Boniface IX when I was sojourning in Rome. A pleasant fellow.
How come almost nobody here knows you?
I am operating, as they say. Incognito. My great benefit is my strong connection with the French court. There, everyone knows my name. Here in Bohemia, I'm still building my reputation, slowly, but surely.
É, tô suspeito desse cara desde o início, mas...
Dear friends and allies, in these troublesome times, you all know why we're here. The question remains, what to do next? Sigismund is facing troubles in Hungary, and here, too, he is up against resistance. He's a capable strategist, but a poor diplomat. Mark my words. If we wait him out until winter, he will leave of his own accord.
By winter, he'll have torched all our fortresses and carried off everything that we possess.
Are we seriously gonna wait and cower in a corner? Or are we gonna drive them out in shame? A few well-planned raids and we could have him in our fists!
At what price? Have you got men to spare? Has any of you got men and money to spare?
We don't have men out there.
Yes, we do.
We do not.
Jobst is right. That whoreson won't fall easily.
Only we can't wait.
Are we to get ourselves killed?
Or end with nothing?
Friends, we'll get nowhere like this. Let's adjourn ourselves and try to think it through.
Well, that went just as expected. Good health. And to yours. Could it have gone any other way when there's so many of us here?
I would have expected a bit more sense from Jobst, of all people. He made an amateur's mistake. But it's hard to be angry with him when he's trying to ingratiate himself with everyone. By the way, I'm John of Liechtenstein. And you must be Godwin, the son of...
That's not a thing I've ever boasted of. How do you know that?
I have my sources. From what I've heard about you, I'd judge you could be quite useful to me at today's gathering.
Is that so?
Indeed. And that's why I'd like to ask something of you.
It depends what it's all about.
A little delicate diplomacy. I expect we can agree that Jobst's plan has certain shortcomings.
That's a weak...
And the way it stands at the moment, he'll never get the support of the council. But I have an idea how to change that.
Well, I'm curious how you hope to shut Zizka up and satisfy the ones who want peace.
We'll sit and wait quietly until Sigismund withdraws of his own volition, as Jobst proposes, but we'll be waiting in the military camp of our huge new army.
If Sigismund decides to mount an attack on the camp, it'd be a massacre.
Ah, but it won't. Sigismund's army is demoralized and weakened. And besides, he's running out of resources. He's able to tackle fortresses that aren't able to defend themselves, but he won't engage an equal force on the battlefield.
But he can't retreat either. That would be a disgrace.
And that's exactly why we'll wait until he's called back to Hungary by events there. For the plan to work, we need allies, their money and their determination. We just need negotiators who will push the right people in the right direction.
Are you saying you set everything in motion even before Jobst?
More like in parallel, but without his knowledge. If we find support and make it look like the whole thing was his idea, we'll all...
You've got an interesting way of approaching things.
You're certainly not the first to tell me that.
Why are you doing all this anyway?
Because I want to put a stop to the senseless deaths. And also because I'm happier with Wenceslas on the Bohemian throne.
I'll help you. What exactly should I do?
I'll give you 3 names. Botchek of Kunstadt, Haman Alder, and Anna of Waldstein. If you can get those 3 on our side, we've won the day. Meanwhile...
What if it...
I refuse to even consider that outcome. Because...
Why me?
Because you've got a head on your shoulders. You know how to talk, and you're not just... You and your friend Henry are similar in that respect. That's why I know there aren't many like...
Tell me a bit more about those people.
Certainly.
Botchek of Kunstadt. I know the name, but I can't quite place him.
That's just the thing. He's got massive estates, great influence, but he holds back. He doesn't play... He always goes for the sure thing. But once he's made his mind up, not even a...
Alder the Alderman. Wasn't he a Kuttenberg councillor?
He still is. The only one who retained his position, only he's here, instead of cozying up with Sigismund in Kuttenberg. But he'll continue to have a strong influence on the guilds and the...
Anna of Waldstein.
Eita, como
Wenzel
conversam.
Bartosz. And I'm not surprised...
I was quite surprised to see her here. Assemblies like this are more of a...
A male affair? So far, Godwin, so far. Anna is holding back and behaving like an exemplar. But don't trust appearances. She's got claws. She knows how to do her sum.
And what use can she be to us? Apart from her...
She's as sharp as they come when it comes to trade. And there are wicked tongues that claim Bartosz acquired most of his... And that it was thanks to...
I'll get on it then.
I wish us both luck.
Success.
Dá uma bebidinha, né? Tá, vamos falar com a Ana primeiro, né? Ela já tá aqui.
God be with you, noble lady. There's something I'd like to ask of you.
God be with you. What would that be?
Your diplomatic support. And your money.
No beating around the bush, eh? I like that. But what do you want my money for?
Margrave Job's plan has some gaps, milady. We need to gather enough resources...
To muster an army that Margrave can't afford on his own?
Christ. Be praised.
I should say so. All sorts of people have their eyes on my money, and divining their intentions is a necessity. Although, between the two of us, it isn't hard to figure out what Liechtenstein is after.
Hit the nail on the head again, Mom. You're well informed.
I am rarely mistaken.
I'd say you have a better nose for people than most of this crowd.
Not only for people, but also for good food and wine.
Then you're in the right place. This occasion provides all...
The wine here is average. The cooks lack imagination. And I have... So, to the point. What is...
Nothing more than support and resources for an army to parley more effectively with Sigismund.
Nothing more? I'd say that's plenty. And why ask me for help?
It's not only your money we're interested in. You're well able to negotiate and trade. And if you were to take part in our plan...
Then I'd be helpful to you on two fronts. If you want me to support you, you must give me a good reason. Perhaps a favor in return.
Do you have something in particular in mind?
Well, one of the guests here has something that shouldn't get into the wrong hands.
Who's that?
Harman Alder. Now, if you were to switch these papers for the ones he brought with him, I would support your proposal.
And these papers I'm supposed to switch, what do they concern?
My relatives somehow dug up some trade contracts between myself and certain undesirable parties.
You were dealing with the enemy.
They were not the enemy at the time. My conscience is clear, but
Have you fallen out?
No. Alder is innocent in the matter. They're disappointed that I dared outlive my husband, and the fact that I'm handling his estates makes their...
I'm supposed to...
Harman Alder was given the document. He hasn't yet had a chance to look at them. So he...
And the papers I'm...
Just insignificant documents. If the incriminating...
All right, I'll help you.
Alder will surely have the papers in his saddlebags. Bring them to me. But watch yourself. Odorin's groom has eyes.
Troque os documentos nos alforjes. Eu tenho o apoio de Ana. Meu Deus do céu.
Jesus Christ be praised. Good day, good day.
Take a look at that.
Fala com eles, né?
Godwin, we didn't have much time for conversation on the way.
With pleasure, sir. Has it happened? What are you expecting from...
Well, I have, but, all going well, we may be able to establish some joint steps as long as we proceed without prior agreement and mutual support.
I couldn't help but notice your son has...
To put it mildly, but not to do him an injustice, knowing young Lord Capon, he undoubtedly contribute, although, if they didn't pull each other out of trouble, God knows where they'd be.
Wise words. Still, Henry's come a long way on a thorny path.
You know, I am. And Martin would also be glad, even though Henry chose a different path than he.
May God grant him eternal rest. Where did you leave Sir Divish? Surely he's not too old to miss out on such an event.
Haven't you heard? Lady Stephanie is with child.
Oh,
no one even imagined Divish would produce an heir at his age.
As they say, doesn't matter who kneaded the dough, as long as there's a pie in the oven.
Godwin.
Well, it could be a miracle. Praise the Lord!
Eu acho que é do Henry, mano. A gente não...
May I have a word with you, sir?
You?
Anytime. Unlike this pack of conceited upstarts.
Have you got something against...
Their forefathers lived up to their ears in dung. But thanks, and they think that can turn...
But surely they're not all like that.
Allies or not, someone ought to...
Young Lord Capon is
Mano,
finally
é
free
doente,
again.
será, velho?
Let's hope he'll take better care of himself now.
He got a harsh lesson. But at least he might remember to lay off that tomfoolery of his for a while. But if not, war...
Do you think there's really going to be a war? I mean, a proper one. Not just sitting around and talk.
I sincerely hope so. Whoever sits around risks nothing. It's time to...
What do you think?
Are you testing me? Job's called this assembly and he wants things to turn...
To turn out... Some are up to their elbows in silver and blood. So others can...
Better make sure you're among the latter, then. And in the meanwhile, help the former to keep their...
Legal, e com o diabo seco dá pra falar? Não.
Don't you want to leave already? What brings you here?
Foi mal.
What brings you here? You... What God bless.
Aren't you a bit bored?
What's your problem? The horses are fed and watered. I'm not...
God forbid. But standing around here must be a pain in the arm.
Not really.
Shall we roll some dice?
Well, I'll wait at the table.
Oh. Ah, vamos jogar dadinho com ele.
Maybe you're not playing for the first time, but you can't beat me.
Eu não vou arriscar, não.
God be with you, my friend.
Meu Deus.
Finished.
Ah, mas ele fez menos ainda.
What can you do?
What's? Acabou.
Excellent! And the money goes to me.
Cara, ganhou, mano. Você é louco. Cagado, né? Ué, cadê a mina? Ah, tá aqui.
I've got those papers.
Quiet!
Lady, with all the clamour, here they are.
You're more...
You're welcome.
As agreed.
Thank you. No.
Yes, quite.
How could I...
And to the...
Meu Deus, eita como bebe. Ah, o que eu tenho que falar agora?
I'll tell you, nobody has the likes of thee.
I'd like to check your horses out, and see if they're as good as you say.
Ha, even better. But you won't believe it.
And you might not believe your eyes. Well, well. I wanted to...
You wanted to apologize for crashing into my home without it by your leave. Or to arrest my guests some more?
I want to have a word with Older.
Well, I'm having a word with you.
I apologize, Father.
For interrupting our conversation? Or just for being you?
Is that your...
Unfortunately.
I came with a delegation from Sir Hanu...
Why so strict?
20 years ago, he was nothing but a cheeky brat. I got him a place at the Archbishopric to have some... Only it wasn't long, and then I find out he's settled, but he took his boozing and whoring along.
Try saying it again a little louder. They might not have heard you in the outer courtyard.
You have the impertinence to show me your face?
I wouldn't set foot here if I had a choice. Better to be a priest in some backwater than have a father. How dare... You're as shit a father as I am a son. We've got nothing to blame each other for. And now let me speak to Older.
You're dishonoring your...
I can't dishonor someone who has no honor.
That's enough.
Christopher.
You won't get away with those insults. I challenge you to a duel.
We've never met, and we have no cause to be enemies. Take back your challenge, and we'll sort things out.
You've got no other option. You insulted Father's honor.
Gentlemen, I can have a word in private with Lord Odorin, the second, as he desires.
Out of the question. This uncouth, and he's got plenty to learn from Christopher. By God's grace.
You want satisfaction? You'll get nothing but shame. Suit yourself, then. We'll fight. Come to the outer courtyard, but quietly.
After you.
Well, that's...
Shouldn't we rather...
No, Christopher would...
Make room for us. We'll just settle a very private matter. It's an honorable duel, man against man. Stay back. Christ! Shit!
Just like in Kosovo. Time and no mercy!
Did they teach you that in the seminary?
Isso, tá apanhando pra caralho.
Enough! That will do. My God. Where did you learn? Father always said you were a good-for-nothing boozer. That you could teach...
I was in a war. Right after they kicked me out of the archbishopric. And you ought to know yourself. Not all the faults that Father sees are real.
Aye. Well... I apologize for going off like that.
So Father would be satisfied. I know. Only he'll never be satisfied. The sooner you
I thought he was the way he was because his first son let him down. And he hoped at least his second would become something.
Not at all. I remember him when I was 6 years old. He wouldn't talk to me for a week.
The first time he took me hunting. He let me starve for 3 days until I was able to shoot.
Only 3 days?
I always wondered who you were. There was...
Look, I really did fuck up everything I could. I brawled and boozed until they threw me out of my own parish. But now,
And that's why you want to...
Aye. The outcome of this war depends on it.
That sounds very important. Considering... After your encounter with Father, it won't be easy to get to Alder. Actually, I don't think you should even attempt it. Unless you want to anger...
What else can I do, though?
I'll talk to him myself. He'll hear me out for sure. But you'll have to trust me. And tell me what it's all about.
All right, then. It's a nice idea, but we can't wait around without an army to back us up.
Only no one's going to pay for one, because that would be an outright admission of rebelling against Sigismund.
Alder's got some clout with the councillors and burghers who are loyal to Sigismund. If he agrees, they'll...
I expect Alder's not the only one you're at. Leave Alder to me. The plan sounds sensible.
I don't know how to think.
You can drag me to a tavern sometime. Pa doesn't need to know about it.
You're starting to...
Legal. Obtém apoio de... Quero nada dele. Fechou. Falta um cara só. Cadê esse cara, mano? Tá fazendo leitãozão aí, irmão? Ô, louco. Ó, leitãozão assado, prato de cobre, vinho. Outro cara tá aqui embaixo ou tá lá em cima? Aqui ele, ó.
Sir Bocek, I need to speak with you for a moment.
A man hardly puts his cup to his lips and someone comes along to put a flea. Jobs comes up with a plan as full of holes as a beggar's shoes, and now you're...
On the contrary, I've come here with an idea how to improve it.
Does that improvement include a few thousand men-at-arms? If not, you...
A few thousand men-at-arms as a convincing argument. And 100 horsemen on top. Only in order to get them, we need coin.
You've got my attention, but not my money yet.
Don't worry, it's not just your money I want to draw on. Believe it or not, we've gained other patrons for our cause too.
Really? Name at least...
Anna of Volstein.
Truly? Well, let's...
I wouldn't mention the word...
All right. I have a lot of property, lots of subjects to look after, and along with that, the Lord blessed me with a large family. I can't risk it all in a conflict with Sigismund.
So you need guarantees that you won't be left standing in the...
My guarantee is called Yitka. She's my niece. If I succeeded in marrying her off to another strong house, I'll have the certainty that I won't be left alone.
Maybe it's enough to find a suitable groom among the allies.
Perhaps someone of suitable standing who Yitka would also gladly accept. I don't want her.
I believe Liechtenstein.
And an uncertain party. Besides, he's inconvenient for Sigismund. Yitka could...
I'd be on...
Forget about... Even if by some miracle you couldn't...
The truth doesn't offend, my lord. But I had to give it a try. How about young...
He's a youngster still.
He may be young, but he's got something between his ears. He's got battle experience. And when he gets the estate that's his by right, he'll be well secured for life.
If he gets it. Right now, Hanush lords over Rattay and seems quite... On the other hand, the lords of Lipa have a good reputation, and Hanush can... Maybe it's not such a bad idea.
I'll convey your offer to Lord Capon.
I don't care what the young lord thinks. If he agrees, I'll be...
Pushing a friend to tie the knot to save the kingdom.
The kingdom will not forget his sacrifice. Now stop dilly-dallying.
Obtém apoio de Buchek. Meu Deus, será que dá pra falar com o... Salve? Com o Capão primeiro, mano? Deixa eu tentar falar com ele primeiro.
I've got some good news.
The bad news is there's hardly any female. There's some old bat standing there with two young girls, but she watches her, so at least...
You're going to get married.
Is she at least pretty?
I don't...
You're really a barrel of laughs, Godwin. No. Enough.
To your help.
Tô bebendo muito, eu acho, mano. Eu vim contar pra ele aqui, né?
Sir Hanush, I bring...
You do?
I've gained...
And who is it? I hope it's not one of those Kuttenberg stuffed guts.
On the contrary, it's Bocek the
Kunstart? By Christ, he's the last one I'd have expected to step up. How the hell did you...
Well, there's one little catch. I had...
Out with it.
Lord Kunstad has a niece, so...
Hans Capon is to marry Yitka of Kunstad. Godwin, you conniving old bastard!
Oh, fuck.
I don't believe it. So, young Hans is to marry Kunstad's daughter?
Niece.
If you're serious, I'll make sure that you get the Rattay parish.
Or you could make me the abbot of Sassa. Or what about a bishopric?
Forget it. Soon I'll be paying for a wedding. Not a word to Hans. I want to tell him myself.
Cheers!
Cheers to you!
Ih, já falei pro Hans já, mano. Mas ele deu risada.
Take a look at that. A nightingale.
Sir Bocek, Your niece Yivka.
So Hanush agreed?
Indeed.
Then I will fulfill my...
Thank you.
Enough formality.
Cheers to...
Here's to...
Vamos falar com o Liechtenstein.
I'm still hoping it works
Cadê ele?
and we walk out of here with a clear plan. But...
Fala com o Diopes.
Gentlemen, I think we can raise our goblets to the successful...
Is this...
Like I said, miracles happen where you least expect them. Tell me, Godwin of the House of Odorin?
I bring nothing from the House of Odorin. But the widow of Waldstein and Sir Bocek of Kunstadt will...
Both of them.
This is going to be a long story, and I could use a drink.
It would seem that we have all benefited from the break in these proceedings. New alliances have been formed. And I have also changed my plans. We shall still wait for Sigismund to withdraw his troops of his own accord. But we will wait with an army at our backs.
And how are we to raise an army? Wasn't it made clear at the meeting that no one wants to take the risk?
The only thing made clear was that each of us alone is weak, and that we could not find common ground. But that has now changed.
King Wenceslas is, by the will of God, the Balbatim of all his subjects. Not only the Christians, our community, and not only ours, will give you coin.
The Kuttenberg houses are still loyal to King Wenceslaus, and we stand with Lord Ruthard.
And if that's not enough, the houses of Leipa and Kunstadt will unite and march side by side.
My niece, Yitka, will take young Lord Capon as her husband.
Cara dele, mano.
Lords Kunstadt, Hanush, Radzig, and I will set out immediately. God willing, we will be back within 3 weeks, along with an army.
Now those are words worthy of a nobleman.
My friend, I still believe that words are more powerful than swords. And our words will ring in 1,000 voices to the glory of King Wenceslas.
O Gisca foi com eles? Não enxergo. Bacana. Enquanto isso, na Câmara Municipal de Kuttenberg. Legal, voltamos pro Henry.
After we conquered the city, you promised to restore order immediately. And then I find out things are even more disordered than before.
Your Majesty, we are sorry. We will put it to rights.
You've already said that. I want to hear real solutions.
We will put more guards on the roads and toughen penalties. We can have a few captured bandits executed as an example to others.
We do not care about bandits. We care about rebellious nobles and burghers. What will you do with them? How will you solve the chaos in the town administration, the rebellious miners, and the dismal yields? And how is it even possible that a rebellion against the king is smoldering here in the city?
What do you mean, sire?
I hear the resistance is coming from the Jewish quarter, from right under your noses. Why haven't you done anything?
We don't know who is behind this. Without evidence, we cannot punish them.
Otto von Berghoff did not ask questions in Prague either. He acted. And I advise you to do the same. Find a couple of wretches in a hole somewhere, point them to the Jewish quarter, and give them free rein to do anything.
Ô, louco,
The
mano.
city's Jewish community was and still is on Wenceslas' side. They need a warning.
We do not even have enough men to...
Marquardt, could you spare a few men for a while?
Of course, sire. I'll assign them to Eric. He'll take care of it.
So you see, all you have to do is make sure the city rebel get their share. You could at least manage that, couldn't you? And if the thought should cross your minds that you would get rid of the debts to the Jewish moneylenders this way, forget about it. Your debts will remain, up to the last groschen. Only now you owe us directly. And while we are on the subject of money, has the yield from the mines finally matched last year's?
Sire, the deposits are dwindling, and mining is becoming increasingly difficult. And to make matters worse, the miners started rebelling.
Don't take us for a fool. They'll stop rebelling when you pay them proper wages.
Your Majesty, we can't do that.
Silence! How dare you oppose the kingdom's protector? You're a bunch of incompetent sycophants! Chicken shits! Not any better than the scum hiding in the forest.
I apologize, sire. I'll do everything in my power to...
All I hear from you over and over again are excuses and prevarication. And results? None. I therefore place the City Council under the authority of Sir Marquardt von Aulitz, who is present here, with immediate effect.
Oh
He
my
will make
God.
sure you finally do your duty.
But, sire, that would be a violation of the privileges granted to us as a free mining town.
Silence! I am the only guarantor of your rights. You have to earn your privileges, not hide behind them. During my brother's reign, this idleness was perhaps tolerated. But that is over now. You were given a few simple tasks. But instead of working on them, you idled in the baths and lined your pockets. And let the traitors cast their nets undisturbed. But unlike my brother, I am capable of creating order. And I assure you, I do not distinguish between those who stand in my way. Be they beggars, noblemen, or city councillors. You have 2 weeks to restore order in the city and increase mining output. I want clear results, and you answer only to me and Sir Marquardt von Aulitz now. No one else. The council is dismissed. You, don't go anywhere, boy. Be so kind and remain here. Our throat has become rather dry. And we still wish to speak with our friend von Aulitz.
Yes, sire. As you wish, sire.
Between the two of us, Marquardt, was I not perhaps too harsh on them? And speak candidly. We have had enough of false flattery.
Sire, you were harsh, but rightfully so. These councillors, they need to be shown their place. You suffered their insolence for far too long. And the same is true of the Jews.
We know. Otto repeated to us several times that it is time to strike against them. We are glad he's not here. He would be intolerably self-satisfied if he knew we had heeded him.
Boy, can't you see the King's cup is empty?
You tend to us as if we were infirm. Boy, pour us a monastic wine. The monks had a good year. We have concerns, friend. The Hungarians are rebelling. Our army is falling apart, and we have enemies here on all sides. Would we had a proper army instead of human mercenaries? They cannot be relied upon. And we are no closer to our goal now than a few months ago. Thank you. It is a good year. If our father were still alive, he would have been astonished by the mess that a few years of Wenceslas' reign brought to us. With a single word, he would have put the nobility in their place, and the country would flourish. God grant him eternal glory.
We won't need much more time. We'll arrest the traitor Odorin, and the rest will fall in line.
You say the others will be brought into line, but what do you know of them? We know only a few of them. But there's a fortress standing on every damn hill here. What side are their lords on?
We'll find out soon enough, sire.
If only Wenceslas were not such a stubborn ass, and relinquished that throne that he has no use for anyway. The nobility, on the other hand, found a ruler like him very useful. They made a puppet out of him.
Once you restore order, they'll join you. All you have to do is promise them the privileges they lost during Wenceslas' reign.
First, they'd have to be willing to make peace at least among themselves. Jobs does everything he can to sow chaos, so that he himself emerges victorious in the end. This business makes me thirsty. Pour me some of that red, boy.
I think Jobst is just waiting for the right moment. He'll switch sides when it suits him.
Maybe. But first I'll have to conquer a few more cities, and get a couple more lords on my side. Then they take the threat of war seriously. And Hungary. If Bohemia is a wasp nest, then Hungary is a viper's lair.
You will follow in his footsteps, sire, as soon as you get the chance.
Ô, louco, virou copo ali.
But the wine is good here. To your health, Margaret.
Mais pra frente pra carregar o copo, né?
And to your health too, boy. May your children grow in a land ruled by a good king.
Thank you, sire. You are too magnanimous.
Why? You did a good job. You can be proud of yourself.
To your health, your majesty.
First, we need to crack down on the biggest troublemakers.
We're working on it. While the consul was meeting, Otto von Berghoff and his men set out for Rabosch. Odorin won't give you any more trouble.
He and Ruthard are in it together. Once we get Odorin, we can handle Ruthard easily. Rabosch will be yours. After all, Otto has already got Malishov.
I appreciate your confidence, sire.
But the devil knows there are a lot more strongholds to conquer here.
For the king, red wine, boy.
No. We shall have white. We have had enough of red.
White it is. Quickly! If Rabosch falls, others will follow.
I think von Berghoff's little contraption will find its use again.
If need be, we could use it to raise this town hall too. And I have some suggestions for other candidates.
Not so fast, my friend. It's a wondrous tool, but we can't rely on it forever.
Tenso, mano, a
Bring
conversa
it
desse
here
cara.
to the square and point it at the city hall? Those sycophants would only benefit from a warning like that.
It's a splendid idea, but it won't be necessary. The councillors are quite fearful enough already that they can hide nothing from us.
There's been enough fretting, sire. You shall see. Soon we will drink to the conquest of another fortress.
You are right. So then, to victory. And you, boy, will you drink with us? so that you shall have something to tell your children and grandchildren.
To victory, sire.
To today's, and those of the future.
Aquela noite na fortaleza de Rabosh. Gente, não acaba nunca, mano. O vídeo vai ficar com 2 horas. Quer ver que o Godric vai estar todo tortinho, mano? Eu falei que o pessoal ia invadir aqui. Tá tudo tortinho, mano. Oh my god. Fala que o bicho está com a maior convidado.
Your name is unpronounceable.
Now we close our doors for the evening. People here know what to do. There'll be plenty more tomorrow, Saturday
Half of the
and
French court
Sunday
knows
too.
me by that name.
Well, how'd you like our wine, Chevalier?
The art of winemaking has a long tradition. Recipes are passed on from father to son, and each generation brings them to perfection. I myself was practically raised. Even the French royal, the king himself, had wine delivered for his table.
So you're not too keen on our stuff?
Comment dire? If you try hard, you may have some decent wine to celebrate.
Baron Vaku Boku.
Filled with grease. All over your shoes. Calling out. Begging to be eaten. I couldn't resist.
They'll be fine. A word with you, friend.
Salve.
I'd like to drink a toast with you to our joint success. So, touching. Come now.
I never had truth. Well, maybe once. The older I get, the worse it is.
See now. Only there's nothing to drink.
Fuck! I've got a tongue like a slice of weak old...
Well, get something wet.
His lordship is so unsteady on his legs.
To hell with that keg slop. Your father, surely. I had my eye on him all evening. He had left the rest of us to drink cheap dregs. Try and find one of those.
You can bet on it.
I don't doubt.
Legal, tem que achar uma outra bebida. Aqui tem alguém pra falar?
Any debate going on around it.
What does it matter? We reached an agreement. It is going to take...
Não dá pra abrir. Eu peidei, mano? Eu ouvi um peidinho, cara.
I'm filled with grease. The roast was calling out to me, begging to be eaten.
Vixe, Capão. Moiou pra você, hein, velho. Ficou, tá até meio tortinho aí, mano, travadão.
Do you get it, father? Please, call me Rabbi, Lord Capon. Oh, whatever. Fuck it. And you should not curse either.
See? You talk exactly the same as our holier-than-thous.
What is bothering you, young man? You should rejoice that you are to be married.
But I didn't ask for a wife. I wanted to prove that I was worthy of the name of my house. And a reputation. Travel the world. And maybe later, one day...
Then you might be dead, sir. Think about the future. You need an heir.
But they could have at least asked me. What if she's some ugly monster?
Then she will be a rich monster. And God willing, the children will take after you.
Oh, anyway, I need more wine to wash down my pain. Will you drink with me?
I shall not, son. Intemperance is against God's commandments.
Ha! Told you! You're the same as our priests. But, to your credit, you actually practice what you preach.
É legal a conversa deles.
It depends. Well, we can all agree that the name Bucephilus signifies higher value.
Yes. Anyway, looking at him closely, I reckon he's more of a draft horse. There are a few of those around my mind, too.
Meu cavalo é melhor, mano.
Pardon? What kind of name is Bucephilus, anyway? Bucephalus.
Having a good time?
He's a fucking bore.
He's all... Well, what are you missing? There's wine, food, even a few females worth the same. Well, let's have a...
For coin?
Playing for coins and bull.
I might have something.
And what might...
Let's keep it a surprise.
What the hell?
You bet it.
Vai, vamos jogar com o diabo seco.
Greetings to you too.
God be with you.
G'day, g'day.
Lá vai ele, vai ficar de um em uma.
God be with you, my friend. And with you.
Legal, 1100 é legal, hein, mano. Ai. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Eu ganhei uma cenoura. Mané, por uma cenoura, mano.
You can dip that rotten carrot in lard.
But if you don't like your prize...
Here you are.
You've got no imagination. It's not for eating. Like I could shove it down the back of the cousin's shirt.
Want to roll some dice?
Sure.
I don't...
Well, you can...
Quem mais dá pra conversar aqui?
Easier for you.
And how should I interpret this question?
How come you're still here, sir? Weren't you supposed to travel?
All hail Jobst. He sorted things out here nicely. He got my money for a start, and that's more than I want. But you know how I explained to the Margrave that I'm not going anywhere, and I sent my captain with him. He's still young. I am too old and fond of my comfort.
Did you at least discuss?
Nothing to discuss. The way it's the pride of our family. We can fit in 3 times more people than...
But there are 2 castles in Rattay. I'd bet my right arm old Hanush...
What? In Rattay? Well, I ought to look at...
Deal with him yourself, though. I won't be your gent's...
Have you ever thought about getting married again? It would make
Ele
a
tá
lot
bem em
of
cima
things
dela.
easier for you.
And how should I interpret this question?
In the simplest terms.
Tem que achar.
May I interrupt you? You already did.
What's the matter?
Everyone, I didn't believe it. What are you blabbering about?
Haven't you had a...
Not at all. I could drink every...
No need.
Stop bothering us and go pest us.
Ô, louco, mano.
Vouch for me.
May I interrupt you already?
What's the matter?
One of the most esteemed guests ordered more wine. All over the place. I meant the really fine.
No way. Sir Martin ordered for it to be served only to him, and a few...
Oh, come on. If I go and get it myself, there's no risk to you.
All right. Them pictures are on a table in the cellar. But you didn't...
Now off you go and...
Your life
Legal.
depends on your steed. And some easily spooked pony is the last thing you do.
Farmyard beast.
We won't get rid of him that easily. Everyone's being too hopeful.
Tá passando mal aí, irmão? Salve. Ué! Oh my god. Não era isso que eu queria, mano.
The rat'll be good, I hope.
Now there's a piece of horseflesh for you, Rudard. Not like that nag of yours.
What the hell do you beat it with? It looks more like a damn bull.
Sir! Sir! There's some horsemen right out front of your fortress.
Ah, that's Peter of Pisac. He wouldn't come to the council, but he is coming happily to the celebration, you old fox.
Come on in, sir. There's wine aplenty.
Meu Deus do céu, vamos pôr na... Caralho!
Hey! Hey! Intruders! Enemies at the gates!
Sobriou todo mundo no mesmo segundo, mano.
Seize the nobles! Kill the rest!
Caralho! Oh my god, 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 oh my god.
Now you're gonna get it! Jesus! The surrounded crystal! He can't make it on his own. Back up! That's nice!
You got it! Standing!
Hey!
Victor is the one who doesn't shit himself. Shit! No. Hey! No one's had it! Jump up one step back! Stand your ground! Here's no chance! No, you don't!
Whoa, 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 whoa! É o Henry indo correndo pra lá, né? Oh my god. Primeiro põe sua roupa correta aí, né? Legal. Meu Deus.
Show what you're made of!
Oh, good shot. He had it. Right. Kill him! Fuck you, horse hunter! He wounded me badly! Keep it up! You'll soon be meeting the
Calma que o Henry chegou pra tirar vocês de problema. Vem, vem. Meu Deus do céu. Porra, esses caras não morrem, mano. Foi combate pra caralho. Novo dia para morrer, como Godwin, você salvou seu...
That was a close shave.
Seu não li.
A little too close. Oh, fuck me. Did my eyes deceive me? Henry!
Godwin!
How did you get... Damn. I can't tell you how happy I am to see you.
Eu Samuel,
you turned
tá
up
vivo,
at just the
mano?
right moment.
Is everyone alright?
Well, some are, some aren't. They captured Odorin, Kunstad and Rutard. And they took Alder and Kunrad of Vector away too. They wanted to slay the rest like dogs.
What about my father? And Hanush?
They left with Yobs long before that. I'm sure they're all right, but... not everyone was so lucky.
What happened, Godwin? Who died?
Anna of Waldstein. She didn't stand a chance against those butchers. May she rest in peace.
She was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time.
And they almost killed my brother. But only almost. Good luck.
What do you mean, almost? What happened?
I got there in time to help him, fortunately. Christopher tried to defend our father, but nearly lost his life doing it. For nothing.
Old grievances aside, Odorin is an ally, the same as Rutard and Bocek.
Oh, they all have their quirks. Cousin Bocek's a money-grabbing... We'll have to wait for the other side's move anyway. We don't even know where von Berghout took them.
I tried to come as soon as possible and warn you, but von Bergov's people...
You knew he was coming.
He wanted Odorin. He probably had no idea they'd find most of Sigismund's enemies here in one place.
I bet he couldn't believe his fucking luck.
And Sigismund will be moving at a gallop. We have to be really careful now. One wrong move, and he'll hang the...
Is there anything we can do?
Definitely not right now. We'll treat the wounded, bury the dead, get the hell out of here. Then we'll hide in the Devil's Den and wait for Jobst and his army.
If I survive the journey... Oh, God's teeth.
The king announced one more thing at the council. He asked the councillors to ransack the Jewish quarter. That is, he ordered it, more like.
Fuck! Liechtenstein's got his people there. They could reveal...
The city rabbi is sitting upstairs in the hall. At least he's safe here.
They're our allies. We have to help them.
What do you mean by we? Everyone here is lucky to be still breathing.
Maybe Samuel will figure something out. He wanted to...
He's here too?
Aye, escorting the rabbi. You should go and see them as soon as possible. And tell Liechtenstein too.
Anyway, we've got work to do. Godwin?
Give me a moment. I'll go and see Christopher first.
Oh
Guard the
my
walls until
God.
morning. If anyone shows up, I want to know about it. I'll be with Christopher.
The Lord is punishing them like this. God's punishment or not.
Meu Deus.
Leave it alone, the two of you. Now we're in it anyway. Captured.
Oi, Nenecinho, tá com fome, amor.
Here, Mutt.
Come aqui. Gente,
Punishment or not.
nossa, nada a ver, cara. O cara tinha R$9, mano, nele. Nossa, mataram o cavalo aí. Vacilaram muito, mano.
Poor animal.
É, eu não quero dinheiro não, eu quero, quer dizer, eu quero só dinheiro, né? Não quero as armas.
At least it was over quick. Though you almost took me out to take care of young Sir Christopher. That's right, devil. Yes. The best thing. If a horse fell on me, I wouldn't get up again. One Kronstadt captured, the other almost crushed. What have they done?
Calma aí.
Punishing them like this. God's punishment or not, they brought it upon themselves. As greedy as a pig.
Caralho, pegaram a calça do cara já.
Finds out about
time.
Good to see you both.
Oh, come on. You know, I've walked out of much worse scrapes like...
They could well have killed us all. If it hadn't been for you, Henry, von Berg...
Von Aulitz surprised even Sigismund with that. You should have seen the look on the king's face when he told him.
Well, thank God we all survived.
Well, not all of us. They killed Lady Anna of Volstein and many other nobles. It was slaughter.
And they captured our closest and most influential allies. Without them, we can hardly get the burghers on our side.
We'll figure out a way to help them.
But how? Our plans are ruined.
Get a grip. Whining doesn't help anyone.
You're right. When I drink too much wine, I get overwhelmed with self-pity. Nevertheless, I have to admit it can't get much worse.
Actually, it might. Very soon. At Sigismund's council, an order was given to ransack the Jewish quarter.
God's wounds! We need to get back to the city and warn them.
I'm going with you.
Out of the question. Do you want to end up imprisoned again? You'll be more useful if you stay here and help Shishka. Henry, tell Samuel and the rabbi to get ready to travel. I'll try to get someone else to join.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Hans, como você tá, mano?
What do you make of this Brabant fellow?
He's unquestionably a remarkable... He rambles on a lot, though. My head nearly... Although it was better than being stuck there. Otherwise, he seems to me like a bold and, if a little obsessed with...
I honestly can't. He's as full of tales as an old fishwife, and half of them sound...
no one's... As for his constant chatter, yeah, and ideally not get locked up in... On the other hand, when Sigismund invaded, he could have easily just stepped aside and kept his nose out of it, and he'd still be sitting pretty in Miskovitz. Instead, he did give him a chance to prove...
I believe... What happened when...
It was a dreadful journey. Gee, it was a bit better in Malashov. Apart from being locked up, of course.
Did anything happen?
No, but it took ages to get to Malashov. 4 or 5 days in that god-awful cart. I was traveling with von Owlet's minions. They hauled me in one of the wagons. They treated my wounds a bit, but I was still in a really bad way.
What did they do with you?
Nothing much. They took care of my wounds, and then stuck me in a room with Brabant. But they treated me decently, as befits a noble. Von Berghoff came asking questions a couple of times, but that was about... Only I almost went mad from being cramped in that damned room. It's a good thing you got...
Well, what was the problem with the room?
That I couldn't get out of there. I was... It's just that since Nabokov, when they shot the tower right down on my head and I was stuck there... Well, since then, actually, I never did. I always preferred to be outdoors. But since I had a feeling the roof would fall on my head again and
I understand. It's a bit awkward for you that the nobility lives in castles.
That's a fact. Once I get my hands on my estates, I'll build a new castle that only has huge rooms and above all, no...
Great. I'm really looking forward.
You can be the castellan or something. Don't worry, I won't forget you. I'll even have a forge built so you feel right at home.
They didn't let you out at all? But you were in that room?
No. They let us walk around the fortress a bit. We even went out for a ride twice, but they watched us like hawks. Not a chance of escape. But most of the time we were in that room. Like I say, I'm really glad...
What did von Berghoff want?
Just the usual courtesies. The captivity of nobles has to observe certain formalities, you know? It's not like they could just throw you in some hole. They behaved fairly respectfully, but of course he was fishing for information. About Radzig and Hanush, and especially Jobst. What they're planning, how many men they have on the field, who else they're negotiating with and that.
What did you tell him?
Nothing that he didn't already know. I played as dumb as the village idiot. I only told him they sent us with that message and discussed the rest when we were gone.
And did he swallow it?
I think he suspected I was bluffing a bit. And then he tried to loosen my tongue by letting me go hungry for a while. But he soon gave up when he saw he was getting nothing more from me.
My word. But the main thing is, you're...
Indeed.
Legal, gente. Vou terminar esse vídeo por aqui. Espero que vocês tenham curtido. Deixem um like. Um beijo. E até a próxima. É nóis.